In the lexicon of this brave new world, Madam Speaker, anyone who thinks that we should spend even a dime less is accused of peddling austerity. But austerity for these Liberals is a word that has entirely lost meaning. Madam Speaker, there are many people who understand what austerity truly is. There are people around the world who have lived through the experience of a national debt crisis where their money becomes worthless and their government cannot bail them out. There are people in this country who are struggling to pay their heating bills because of the government's carbon tax. There are people who worry that jobs in their sector will never come back, whether that is oil and gas, manufacturing, or other primary and secondary industries which are no longer in vogue across the way. These people understand and are starting to worry about what true austerity would look like in their lives. And yet this government pressed ahead with pay raises for elected officials because to do otherwise would be austerity. They will not rein in profligate spending at the CBC or pull back on corporate welfare handouts to well-connected corporations because to do so would be austerity. Any review, any efficiency, any constraint whatsoever is considered austerity. Anytime people have to pay more to the government, no problem. Anytime you suggest that the government should spend less on themselves or their friends, that is called austerity. Madam Speaker, this is a farce. This is a redefinition of words to mean the opposite of what they actually mean. I would submit that they generally have no concept of real austerity because the Prime Minister has not known anything but exorbitant inherited wealth, and he has tried to transfer as much of the benefits of government to his friend, having 3 times been caught breaking key ethical rules. What the Prime Minister needs to understand is that austerity for people is when you have to choose between buying food and paying your heating bill, not when you have to choose between a wee vacation, a French villa, and a private island. If we don't get a handle on public spending soon, then we will face real austerity. These deficit levels are completely unsustainable. As it is, they will lead to higher taxes, lower social spending, or both in the future, regardless of who is in power. If they continue, the situation will continue to get worse. So we need to sound the alarm on this out-of-control spending, because if we continue at this rate for much longer, then we will not be able to afford these types of benefits, whether or not we like it. Spending money we do not have, debasing our currency, and rendering the government incapable of supporting people in the long run is neither prudent nor compassionate.